to get her fired like him from all her projects. Soon, they went to trial for Heard's countersuit, which involved 3 allegations that Depp had conspired with his lawyer at the time, Adam Waldman, to make statements published in the Daily Mail. The first of the statements from Waldman was, Heard and her friends in the media used fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and a shield. The next was about Heard and her friends roughing up an apartment and spilling wine and getting their stories in place with the help of a publicist and lawyer, then proceeding to call the police. Waldman called all Heard's allegations an abuse hoax against Depp. After the result of Depp's lawsuit against The Sun magazine, Heard's lawyers filed to have the lawsuit dismissed, but the judges wouldn't allow it. In April of 2022, the Depp versus Heard case began in Virginia. The trial became the talk of the internet at the time. Heard accused Depp of domestic abuse, stating Depp made her life a living hell as he came home intoxicated from the use of drugs and alcohol. In response, Depp made several accusations of his own. The trial was a case for tit for tat, as several accusations were made against each other and denied vigorously by the accused. However, there is indeed compelling evidence of abuse towards both parties in the trial. In the UK, Heard submitted various witness testimony of Depp's physical abuse. Some of the evidence included messages, diary entries, emails, and photographs of her bruises. All these together demonstrated clear evidence of abuse. Many of them were said to have happened with Depp under the influence of drugs and alcohol. One of the testimonies included a friend of Heard witnessing an incident in 2013 when Depp threatened to hurt her and flew into a rage fit, destroying the cabin where they stayed. Depp was said to be drunk and high on mushrooms. Multiple witnesses agreed to this claim. It was also discovered in text between Depp and his friend, Paul Bethany, where they fantasized about burning Heard as a witch. One of the texts included Depp saying, "Let's drown her before we burn her." Also, it was revealed that on March 25th, when the two spent time in Australia, Depp was in violent tears for 3 days, in which he repeatedly assaulted her. In the events of this, the tip of one of Depp's fingers was severed off. Heard claimed Depp bruised his finger when he was throwing a fit and punching a plastic wall. Depp, however, refuted this, saying she threw a glass bottle at him that cut the finger part off. Some found it hard to reconcile the claims of Depp's anger with his public persona of being kind and sweet, but revelations of his run-ins with the police proved their opinions to be untrue. In 1989, Depp was arrested for assaulting a security guard after the police were called to bring an end to a disturbing party in his hotel room. Depp admitted to assaulting the officer and spitting on his face. 5 years later, he came into another trouble with the police in New York after he destroyed his hotel room at the Mark Hotel that he shared with his girlfriend at the time, Kate Moss. Depp paid close to $10,000 in fines for damages. Another one was when he was arrested for fighting with the paparazzi when they tried to take a picture of him in 1999. He threatened photographers with a wooden plank when he was approached outside the Mirabelle restaurant. In response to the physical abuse claims against him, Depp presented those of his own. Depp released public audio recordings of conversations he had with his ex-wife over the course of their relationship. In one of the recordings, we hear Heard referring to hitting Depp. "Sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you, babe. You're not punched. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you." In the audio, Depp expressed his fears of the abuse, and Heard responded that she couldn't promise not to hit him again, as she couldn't control her temper. In a recording of the Australia incident, Heard mocks Depp, saying he wouldn't stand a chance telling the world he's a victim of abuse, as many wouldn't believe a man to be a victim. Several of Depp's friends and ex-partners testified that some of the allegations heard were completely unlike him and strange. However, it's not the first time Heard has been involved with accusations of violence. Back in 2009, she was arrested at the airport after she allegedly struck her girlfriend at the time. However, charges were never pressed. One other was Heard's former assistant, testifying that Heard once spat in her face after asking for a pay raise. Heard, who claimed she would donate her divorce settlement to charity, never exactly did so, as it was revealed by Depp in the trial. After almost 8 weeks of trial, the jury returned with a verdict after deliberating for over 12 hours. The jury decided that all 3 statements of Heard in the op-ed were false and defamatory of Depp. For this, Depp was awarded $10 million in compensation. As for Heard's countersuit, the jury decided that the first and third statements of Adam Waldman were not defamatory, but Waldman's second statement was proved to be out of spite and false. As a result, she was compensated with $2 million in damages. Depp praised the jury for giving him back his life. He saw the victory as a celebration for men around the world who suffered from abuse but couldn't speak out. After being an outcast from Hollywood, Depp relocated to the UK and lives there now, as he focuses on touring music with his band and making independent films in Europe. The life of Johnny Depp has been one filled with the tragedy of his childhood, drug addiction, and marriage abuse. But still, Depp perseveres in taking control of his life. Depp's life is a testament that fame cannot bring you happiness and peace. His struggles with loneliness and isolation couldn't be solved with success and money.